Welcome to Engaging Students, Technologies for Writing and Publishing Books. I am Kendall Larson, the Digital Collections and Liaison Librarian at Winona State University. We have three presenters today, which I will introduce. The first presenter is Dr. Barbara Holmes. She coordinates our Education Doctorate program at Winona State University. She will share her experience working with graduate students and specifically writing assignments which enhance the student experience. Our second speaker is Carson Perry. He is a graduate student at Winona State University in our Education Doctorate program, and he is a graduate of the Leadership Education Master's program. Carson will share his perspectives on the graduate experience and developing his writing skills at the graduate level. And lastly, I will speak about our library's collaboration and work with the Education Doctorate program, and I will share the technologies we've used on our print and ebook publishing. Thank you, and here is Dr. Barbara Holmes.
My name is Barbara Holmes, and I am a professor at Winona State University, and I coordinate the doctoral programs in education. And I want to talk just a few minutes about how we connect improving students' writing with using Pressbooks technology. When I first started working with graduate students, it became very obvious that many of our graduate students are very challenged to do scholarly writing. And most of them come to the classroom with high degrees of anxiety associated with having to do writing at the graduate level. And then when we move the expectation up to the doctoral level, students really worry about whether or not they can meet the standard expectations of a doctoral writer. And doctoral students are expected to do research, they're expected to contribute to the knowledge base, and they are expected to publish. So what we have found as a great instructional strategy is to connect their writing with developing an ebook and using Pressbooks technology. And we find that this lowers their anxiety. Pressbooks technology has turned out to be a very efficient and easy tool for our doctoral students to use. They enjoy it. It encourages them to collaborate. They get to select the chapter format. They get to select their topic. They get to develop the table of contents associated with the book that we are developing. And writing then becomes a more pleasurable activity for students once we take away the high stress associated with research type writing. And so with our doctoral students now, we start with what we call low stakes writing. They write narratives about their doctoral student experience, why they chose to pursue a doctoral degree. We have them do a little bit of research about motivation and persistence as it relates to doctoral study. And students begin to have very robust conversations about the doctoral journey, what they are learning, how to transition from being an education practitioner to a doctoral scholar. And so along the way, they get to write in a very joyful way. And in this way, when they get the published ebook, they're very excited to see their names in print. They're very excited to have contributed to the knowledge base. And our ebooks are held in the Winona State University repository. So they can go back and review that ebook at any time, and they can share it with their professional friends and colleagues. And one of the students who will join us in this presentation, his name is Carson Perry. And I've had Carson Perry now for 2 years. We started doing the ebooks at the master's level in the change leadership class, as well as in the research and scholarship class. So Carson is almost a veteran at using ebooks and expresses often how the development of the ebook has really helped him to improve his scholarly writing and improve his confidence in his writing. So when he talks now about writing, he talks about the fact that he can actually see the improvements in the writing, and it comes from writing more frequently, starting with low stakes writing, ratcheting up to high stakes writing, And so now Carson is at the place where he is beginning to write his dissertation. And I think the integration of writing and ebooks has really put him in a very good position to talk about writing at the doctoral level and how it contributes to the development of the dissertation.
Hello, my name is Carson Perry, and I'm currently in my final year of the Doctorate of Education program at Winona State University. I would like to begin by thanking Dr. Holmes and Ms. Larson for the invitation to participate in this presentation. It has been an absolute pleasure working with both individuals since the very beginning of my doctoral journey. From the very first class period, Dr. Holmes has emphasized the importance of writing and publishing for doctoral students. The very first article we wrote about was about ourselves. It was about our motivation and what persistence factors would contribute to our success. In that, we became experts on ourselves. We became experts about our own writing, what our strengths were, our deficiencies. We learned how to cope with writer's block. And some of us, it helped combat a little bit of imposter syndrome. Through the process, we were socialized. The expectations of writing, editing, citing, and publishing at a doctoral level became apparent very quickly. The amount of work that was required to publish became apparent very quickly. Additionally, in the process, we became stronger writers through making our work visible, peer editing. Sometimes our work, we get a little too close to it, and you miss mistakes that are very obvious, very evident on somebody else's work. So through that, we were able to see mistakes, simple mistakes that others were making, and go back to our own work, and some of those mistakes emerged, and the editing became a lot easier. Also, our writing became better because of that. Finally, contributing to the knowledge base was an absolutely wonderful experience for so many members of our cohort. Seeing your name in print, whether it's on a computer screen or the physical books we had made, we each got a couple to take home for ourselves and our loved ones to read. There was a sense of pride and accomplishment when that book was finally published. Often in these programs, you put in a lot of work at the undergraduate master's level, and you turn in your paper, you get your grade, and that's it. Here, something comes of that work. Additionally, developing writing skills was an integral part of the formation of a scholar, of us as scholars. First, it promoted a learning community. In the peer editing, we became a community of learners. As I would learn something new for myself about my writing, I would pass that on in editing somebody else's paper. Very quickly, it wasn't just the faculty instructing, but peers saying, well, this is how I got over this, writing in passive voice. Let me show you how I did that. Suddenly, we had a group of individuals who were very interested in helping each other. There was also an appreciation for the difficulty of writing, understanding the difficulty for publishing, an appreciation that may not have been there before. Engaging the literature, helping critique it, not only our own work, but other dissertations, other people's publications, really helped contribute to understanding what it takes to be a scholar and understanding in understanding ourselves how to get to that place. There's a roadmap all of a sudden. It's not this abstract concept of being a scholar. There is, I am here, and this is where I want to go to be a scholar, and this is the path to get there. The faculty and Ms. Larson really helped highlight the path for each individual. And finally, throughout the process, it really helped prepare us for the rigors of dissertation, as writing that at that level for publication is what is required for the dissertation. Heavy research and very sound writing skills. The process of writing the ebook definitely helped myself and many of my cohort members grow in confidence in writing. First, it demonstrates that it can be done. Sometimes it's, you see these articles and these papers and it's, wow, it's really amazing that people are, write these very technical and scholarly works and publish them. Sometimes there's that imposter syndrome where that's not me. I'm not there yet. I'm not an expert. But in publishing the ebook, it demonstrated that it is doable. It demystifies the publishing process. It's not a scary thing anymore. It's something that is very doable. And that was a big part of the process, is understanding what it takes to publish. And in that, it combats that imposter syndrome. Seeing your name in print, understanding that, you can go online now and Google your name, and your digital footprint has been enriched by publishing and contributing to this publication. And finally, if not the most important piece of this, is developing a relationship with the library and the librarians. Miss Larson has been absolutely spectacular resource for my cohort. The very first in-person residency, Miss Larson came in and discussed many resources with us around the library, but also discussed how we were going to go about publishing our ebook. The interactions occurred early and they occurred often. We would reach out to Miss Larson to help us find different research articles. If we were struggling to find dissertations to critique, she would help us locate those. And so she's an absolute wonderful resource. The students, including myself, became comfortable reaching out to her for help very quickly. And she would also then, just randomly, we would get emails. I would get emails from Miss Larson with articles that she thought may be of interest for my research topic. The librarians have been nothing short of a vital asset in the doctoral journey, and that all started back with the ebook. It's really another person in our corner helping us out. And they genuinely care. They care about our research interests. They care about us as students, and are really, really positive and go out of their way to help. So that relationship has been vital and will continue to be as we approach our dissertation. So with that, I will pass this back off to Miss Larson. Thank you.
Hello again, I'm Kendall Larson, the Digital Collections and Liaison Librarian at Winona State University. Winona State Library is continually seeking out meaningful ways in which to connect with students and faculty to support, enhance, and deepen student learning experiences, including the development of research and writing skills. Over the last 3 years, Dr. Holmes and I have worked together to integrate research instruction into her curricula. Our conversations led us to discuss technologies which would support an experiential learning experience and hands-on experiences. This led us to a new subscription, which we continue to have, called Pressbooks. And from there, we explored how we could craft writing assignments, which would result in a published book. The writing assignment was developed for new graduate students. We expected this might be their first graduate level course, perhaps, or their first foray into research at the graduate level. It's now developed into an annual part of the education doctorate residence experience. In connection to this assignment, we integrate an introduction to library research processes and the publishing process. We believe that extensive research and writing is essential to the doctoral student. It involves the integration of critical thinking and refinement of scholarly writing skills. Thus, the library research instruction is an intentional building block within our education doctorate program. This assignment requires close collaboration between the librarian, student editors, and classroom faculty. It builds practical connections with students in the library. The writing component and experience brings a sense of excitement and responsibility to the classroom. Students build confidence and develop an understanding of the publishing process as they become published authors. There are a variety of technologies for collaboration, production, and publishing ebooks. We use 6 or so technologies, which I will review with you today: Pressbooks, Canva, Adobe Photoshop and Professional, Ingram Spark, and bpress Digital Commons. Pressbooks is the primary digital tool we use for book organization and production. It's a web-based platform for creating and formatting and storing books. It is both free and subscription-level services. We have access to the subscription-level service in part due to our library's financial support of the Minnesota Libraries Publishing Project initiative. This initiative provides subscription-level access to all individuals who reside within Minnesota. As you can see here, Pressbooks platform provides a variety of templates for uniform document formatting, such as fonts, font sizes, chapter layout, and look. It also allows for further customization with CSS stating style sheets. Pressbook organizes your chapters. It auto-generates a table of contents and paging with page headers and footers, and it allows for title and copyright pages, and both front and back matter. Pressbook's functionality enables multiple users to collaborate on a book. In addition, Pressbook tracks and saves changes so that a user can review and revert to an older version of the text. We found this very useful when we've been working with multiple editors and with different student editors. Once a book is finished, Pressbooks exports the book text in a variety of different formats. We use PDF for print and digital forms, but EPUB is available, XHTML, Open Document, MOBI, and other XML formats. After each book is organized, edited, and exported from Pressbooks, we create a book cover, and it's integrated into this PDF file. We design the front and back covers using canva.com, Adobe Photoshop, and Adobe Professional. Canva is a really great, wonderful, easy to use design website. It offers a range of free images and pre-designed templates with fonts and layouts for book covers. And so we've used the subscription level service to customize the size of the book cover, and then creating one image or a front and back, and then we've also incorporated in the ISBN numbers and the book summary on the back. For publishing the print version and ebook, we combine our book and PDF together. And then we use Adobe Professional to customize the book cover so that it has a spine and all of the information on the back. And we've used Ingram Spark, a print-on-demand ebook online publishing service, to publish our books. We combine all of that together in one PDF. The process has enabled us to efficiently print a proof print copy of the book before final review and printing of our book. The final step of our process was to publish our Pressbooks PDF file as an ebook in a bpress Digital Commons collection. Digital Commons is an institutional repository platform. In essence, it's a centralized location to store, preserve, and showcase the creative and scholarly works of your organization. Our Digital Commons is branded Open River, a digital repository of Southeast Minnesota. In case you were wondering, the name Open River is in connection to our university's identity and location on the Mississippi River. In Open River, we collect and publish WSU videos, historic photographs, other publications, student newspapers, student research, and creative works. As you can see, examples of our books in the Leadership Education Books collection and also the Education Doctorate book collection. We are developing relationships with our academic departments and expanding our collections to include more student and faculty research. In recent semesters, we've expanded the hands-on learning experiences for Winona State students. We have worked with our English department faculty to integrate an editing assignment for an editing class. The Education Doctorate students' writing is reviewed by students in the editing class, and then English students have a real editing experience, and doctoral students review the comments, learn, and integrate in changes to improve their final chapters. We are seeking to expand these experiences to other relevant departments, such as our Art and Design department with some of the graphic design. Thank you for attending our presentation. Our references and our contact information will follow in the next slides. Have a great day.